Hello, and welcome to the Get Lean and Eat Clean podcast. My name is Brian Grin. I'm a certified health coach, trainer, and author. And this podcast is for middle-aged men and women looking to optimize their health and get their bodies back to what it once was 10 to 15 years ago. I will give you simple, actionable items to get long-term sustainable results. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. All right. Welcome to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. My name is Brian Grin, and I hope you're having a great day, enjoying some nice weather in Chicago. And today we're going to discuss a popular topic, keto and intermittent fasting. Should you do them together? Well, before I get into that, let me just describe what ketosis is. And ketosis is a metabolic state in which a certain amount of your body's energy supply comes from what's called ketone bodies. And these are byproducts of burning fat. Now, contrast that to what's called a state of glycolysis. This is which your body runs on glucose, and it's your primary energy source. Now, most people are running on glucose. They're called sugar burners. And the goal would eventually to become a fat burner where you're relying on your own body fat for energy. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But also, if you didn't know, the keto diet was actually developed in the 1920s. And this was to reduce the frequency of seizures in epileptic children. Now it's becoming more mainstream with the basis around limiting dietary carbs between 20 and 60 grams, while eating slower burning fuels such as healthy fats, which obviously can control hunger and reduce your body weight via improved metabolism. So ketosis is a state in which it makes for a healthier mitochondria. And the healthier mitochondria is the driving force of each cell in your body. So just a personal example, I've actually changed up where I implement my carbs into my diet. I would say I am pretty low carb. I don't like track it, but I just go off of what feels right. And I used to have like a big healthy salad per se in the middle of the day. And I actually found that it weighed me down for the rest of the day. Now, if you listen to my last micro podcast regarding plants, well, plants aren't always healthy for everybody. And so essentially, I just found that I ran better when I would have more fats and some protein in the middle of my day because I just didn't want to be weighed down for the rest of the day. So I'm in a fasted state until around, let's just say 2-3 o'clock on average. Some days it is a little bit different depending on what I do, but I like to do all my, let's just say my brain tasks in the morning and the early afternoon. And then after that, if I'm going to have carbs, then I'll implement some carbs. But I replace that salad with, I'll have avocado and eggs and things like that in the middle of my day to just sort of keep that mental acuity going. If I'm going to have carbs, I'll sort of backload it and have it towards the end of the day because I'm not going to do a lot of my brain tasks towards the end of the day. It's going to be a little bit more, I'm going to be in a little bit more of chill mode, and I've had my workout done and done everything. So you just got to sort of find what fits best for your schedule, where if you are going to have carbs, obviously you want to have whole food carbs. And not just have carbs just to have them, but find the type of carbs that works for you and also when you're going to have it. But I prefer to have it towards the end of the day. So the bottom line is keto, excuse me, keto and intermittent fasting really do go hand in hand. That's why I love them, because the goal of both of them really is to keep you sort of in that low insulin state. Fasting induces ketosis and will put you in a more efficient metabolic state. And the goal of, I would say, for most of this is to start using your own fat stores for fuel. Now, it could take some time to get to that point. If you've never done intermittent fasting, I definitely recommend check out my 21-day fasting challenge, okay, because that'll sort of help you ease into it and make it a lifestyle change. So being keto and doing intermittent fasting is, I believe, a great mix. Now, if you're an athlete and you want to increase your carbs on some days, that's fine as well. But the bottom line is ketones, it's really the cleanest burning fuel you can get. And doing that along with periods of fasting, you're going to have greater clarity, focus, and performance grade cognition. So, like in summary, I'd say that ketones are an excellent alternative source of energy. And for those who are adapted to burning them, the bottom line is you're going to be in a lower insulin state for most of the day, which is the goal. Now, having spikes of insulin, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it comes back to your baseline. So keto and IF do go hand in hand. And if you have any questions regarding this, feel free to just write it in the comments below. Would also, love a review on the micro podcasts. I hope you're enjoying them. If there's a topic you want me to talk about, let me know. And every Tuesday we do a micro episode, and Friday I do an interview with a health expert. So I hope you're enjoying that, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for listening to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. I understand there are millions of other podcasts out there, and you've chosen to listen to mine, and I appreciate that. Check out the show notes at briangrin.com for everything that was mentioned in this episode. Feel free to subscribe to the podcast and share it with a friend or family member that's looking to get their body back to what it once was. Thanks again, and have a great day.